Sick. Super quick and super simple. So, how to do a Google search, right? Also, check out my channel below. Boop, boo. Google search, right? So, we got this. Now, if you want to figure something out, so say I want to know, I don't know, how many illegal immigrants are on Snap. I just looked this up recently. So, what we do, right, when we want to Google things that we don't know, we type into Google what our question is. It's just like, ask Jeeves if you were alive back then, right? And the same thing when, college students are doing research. What do? They go to a search engine, type in a question, searches for relevant terms, and boom. I mean, we have, first we see, right? We see the AI overview. We have, under federal law, illegal immigrants are not eligible for supplemental nutritional assistance. Therefore, no illegal immigrants are directly enrolled in the program. They might not be able to get benefits for themselves, but they're in mixed status family households, right? And this is very simple. It's like if you have illegal immigrants that are pregnant and they give birth in the United States by birthright citizenship, yeah, whether you agree or disagree with that or not, that is how it is. And those kids, you can't really definitely say that they're using them in order to get SNAP. I mean, they're trying to come here ultimately for a better life and better opportunity. That is typically why immigrants come to the United States, or at least they used to. Now they don't. But regardless of politics, Google search, right? It simply just it tells me, and thankfully with Google AI, it just goes based off of what it's linking here. You see these links? This tells you where it gets the information from. It's just like if you did the Google search and then you see a bunch of these links relative to what you were asking, and then you go to click on the link and you read. Right? You take the time to read. That's it. Suspension of WIC and food stamps funding highlights. Non-citizens heavy use of programs, apparently. So this is the whole idea of 47% of households headed by non-citizens with children under the age of 6 receive WIC or SNAP. Right? With children under the age of 6, that's the 47%. So about half with their children, mind you, their children are getting it. They're not being counted into the allowance. The parents, they're not being counted as a dependent. Same thing for employed citizens when they apply for SNAP and they have families like of multiple children and they just can't simply make enough to feed them. So they apply, SNAP does the math, right? It takes out based on their income that they put down, and they need their social security numbers in order to sign up for their SNAP benefits, or same thing with the Affordable Care Act. They need their social security numbers. Illegal immigrants don't have their social security numbers. Okay? But they're doing it on behalf of their child. And that's the benefit. And mind you, it's only a monthly maximum, mind you, of the individual being $298. So $298 a month if they have one child. Right? The whole family, all three together, the mom, pop, and the child. They're only getting $298 because the mom and pop don't count toward the calculation because they're illegal. They're not getting the benefits. Their kids are. That's the misconception. And it took a Google search and clicking on this link and reading a little bit. I see 47%, and I read a little bit more. Non-citizens with children under the age of 6 receive WIC or SNAP, or both, compared to 31% of U.S.-born households with young children. I mean, at the same time, they're not eligible to make more. And also, there's the fact that some of them just end up being stay-at-home parents. And if they have multiple children, then it becomes a little bit more complicated. But by the end of the day, the mom and the dad are not getting WIC money. They're not getting SNAP money. They can't even do it without their kid's social security number. And they're not getting any money accounted toward them. That's the misconception. It takes a little bit of reading. We have no evidence that the high use of these welfare programs by non-citizens reflects fraud. No evidence that the high use of these welfare programs by non-citizens reflects fraud, nor is it due to low rates of work, as the overwhelming majority of non-citizen households with young children have at least one worker, as a majority of illegal immigrants work. Just like the majority of citizens in this country work, a large majority. Only 7.4 are considered unemployed out of 340 million. Now, whether long-term employment is taken into account, people that are just super elderly, super old, I mean, I would believe, yes, they would be taken into account with the unemployment figures. All right, that's how you use Google, guys. So if you don't trust the AI, you see the sentence, you click on the link, and you read for yourself, and you don't trust that. Oh, let's just scroll down. Scroll down a little further, right? How many migrants use food stamps in America? We can go to Newsweek. We have articles. Al Jazeera is a foreign organization looking into us 6 days ago. Especially now, since that's a big talking point. Everyone's wondering, where's the data? Right? All I had to do was just ask the question on Google, and it gave me the answer. Oh my goodness, it's so easy. And clearly, not a lot of people just want to either take the time to read or look things up. I mean, I know from personal experience, from knowing people that had that sort of status, and from being a Snap participant myself, from my family being Snap participants, okay? From friends' families being Snap participants. I know how it works. I know what the website looks like. I know how it works. Some people don't, and that's okay. This is why we have things like Google or Ask Jeeves or anything. Now, another question. This is gonna be a big offshoot. Are ICE's recent acts considered cruel and unusual? I'm just curious, but let's see what. While courts have not broadly deemed ICE's actions cruel and unusual punishment under the Eighth Amendment, several recent practices have faced legal challenges. Criticism from human rights groups. You ask a question, you get answers. That's typically how life works. If you want the right answers, we have AI to help us, and then it also gives us more links, and we can look at the individual lawsuits. We can see for ourselves what's going on, like use of full body restraints. It's questionable, especially October 2025. Poor detention conditions. That's the very questionable thing as well. Targeting and arresting U.S. citizens. There's been reports of that. Hey, Google's giving me like direction, right? You ask questions instead of listening to Big Orange on screen yelling out of their dementia-ridden brain. A pure ignorance. This is how you dispel ignorance. This is how you use Google. You search and oh, it's woke or whatever. Yada yada yada. I mean, Grok used to be good at doing this sort of thing too, but up until recently, you can view links down below in the description on what I found out about Grok and what they're doing to manipulate the information that it feeds you. Same thing works with ChatGPT, same thing with Claude, same thing with all of them. Right? Their focus, right? Their focus factor, how they're able to perceive information and gather information from, just like how Google works. And even without it, oh, we got AP News. You don't believe in AP News? Okay, sure. Oh, what do cops think of ICE? That's a good question. NPR. I mean, there used to be Republican conditions in nice detention centers. It's talking about that. It was most recent. Oh, The Guardian. You don't. All right, fine. You don't like that news center. The Center for American Progress. Mask and Identity. Okay, that's Homeland Security. Okay, you can listen to them. ICE continues arresting the worst of the worst government. Physicians for Human Rights, torture and humane treatment. That's so contradictory. How about Yahoo? Detainees describe ICE facility in lawsuit. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Capital. It's so unless it's from the horse's own mouth, this is what a lot of people just want to look at. But with a quick Google search, I can see so many different instances of people's experiences and recollections of such experiences that suggest otherwise. Okay? ICE arrested pedophiles, rapists, kidnappers, so not Donald Trump. Sick. And the Hatch Act as well. Well, what's the Hatch Act? Is the Trump administration violating the Hatch Act? I'm curious. Oh, I mean, we don't have the AI this time. Oh no, what do we do? Well, we have Jamie Raskin, mentioned that. I'm sure he has sources. We can look into that. Citizens for Responsibility and Ethics in Washington. Ashaf's complaint. Okay, lawfare. There's a lot of complaints going on. OSC. Okay. Wow, different organizations. I wonder, maybe if I take some time. Oh, Congress.gov? Oh wow, Congress.gov? Huh. Oh, you just don't want to believe them? Okay. We filed 57 ethics complaints against the Trump administration. I wonder why. Maybe if I take the time to read into us, I'll figure something out, right? Maybe that's how you look things up. So, quick little lesson before I go. Anyways, if you like this, whatever. If you don't, then whatever. It's ignorance, man. And if you don't want to listen to it, if you don't like it, if you want to keep making up reasons for your own delusions, then go right ahead. Because that seems to be the problem with this country and humanity in general. Everyone just distrusts everything else, even if it tells them straight to their face in multiple different ways that something is wrong. It's like you have a brain tumor and you feel the pressure from it and you're blaming your kidneys. Like it's the amount of ignorance, you know? Or you're blaming like the air, or the salt in your food, or the ivermectin, or I don't freaking know, parasites. When you're really just dying from a brain tumor of your own ignorance. That's what's going on. Feel pressure in your head, meanwhile you're complaining about your stomach. Yeah, that makes total sense. Is people just seem to be extremely detached, and we have this government to blame a lot for that. We have the billionaires and people in control of social media a lot to blame. I'm not blaming. I can blame Google for, why is their AI not doing this? Oh, well, I know they've been limiting their shit in regards to pleasing this administration. Because when you look up certain things like this, in regards to the Trump administration, it just refuses to give you an AI summary like this. So, quick little things too, you notice these little things the longer you participate and work with these technologies. And you can find more down below from my own research that I ran with all these different AIs, including Gemini too. All sorts of different AIs. And the interesting results that came from them. All right? So like what you like, follow, sub, whatever. Hopefully this informs you. Hopefully it wasn't too hard to understand. You have a question, you ask the right questions and you get the right answers. It's as simple as that. All right? Bipartisan talks, government shutdown. Got top stories, right? How about this? Are Republicans negotiating? Oh, I'm not even getting that too. That's so interesting. Why can't I look these up? Oh wow. Anything in regards to the shutdown, I'm just not finding, but I can find information about SNAP benefits. I can find information about, I don't know, number of government officials involved with Epstein. I'm curious. Oh, I got an AI. Oh, okay. So I'll get a little summary of that. Oh, it is because of Bill Clinton. Oh, Donald Trump. Huh. Acknowledge having a long acquaintance with Epstein, who has seen in his Mar-a-Lago resort. Trump has denied any knowledge of crimes. I mean, yeah. Wow, so many answers, so many interesting things, and there's links to all this too. So many things you can figure out just by a quick Google search. So, I don't know. Maybe release the Epstein files. Anyways, until next time, this is Spark saying peace.